email, buddy.
And I am looking at comments as
Are we going to get some...
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Chicago Bulls. And for the Bulls, it's always an exciting time of the year as fans and other players and coaches around the league all getting a first look at how they might be shaping up for the upcoming season. Hey, Shaq, let's talk about Pau Gasol. One of the most versatile seven-footers you can find. What makes him so good?
Ernie, he can do it all. He can post up, he can face up, he can pass, dribble, shoot, defend. But the question is he better than Marc Gasol? Things that make you go, Ernie.
Doesn't make me go,
Wouldn't mess up my name. It sounded nice.
So what makes him so good?
Like I say, he can do it all, Ernie. But is he better than his brother? Things that make you go,
Doesn't make me go.
Nice, Ernie. Way to back me up this time.
You're absolutely right. Spot on, as always. Let's go to Kevin Harlan, courtside.
So just a little bit of a taste of what you're going to see
Literally
every time.
thousands of lines.
And these are
That's pretty
amazing.
amazing.
Shaq was hilarious.
Hilarious. So funny. Hey, Mark, do you mind cranking the volume a little bit? You will. Thank you, sir.
I'm sure the fans in the chat room right now are picking sides who's going to win.
Yeah,
So let's-
what are you guys thinking? Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
I am at a disadvantage.
National
using the
anthem. I don't think
Lakers.
we've shown the national anthem before, have we?
We haven't.
So here you go, guys.
It's new this
National
year.
anthem.
For this game,
Guys, respect.
I'm going
Our
to go with
national
Ronnie.
anthem's playing.
Ronnie, you're going to back me up, right?
I got you.
And Ronnie,
That's awesome. That's very cool.
I'm going with Chris and the Lakers. 4-point victory.
that's because you gave Kobe an 89 rating. You know what I'm saying, Stop? I had nothing to do with that, by the way. A lot of people think that
Resident
was
Bulls
me.
fan here. Definitely going Ronnie.
Ronnie's definitely played well as of late. We do know that. But if you've followed his live streams in the past, suspect clock management. And
That's
that's going
fair.
to could haunt him. Now we just need to see if Chris is going to make some adjustments here because this lineup isn't very good
We're
for
starting
the
off-
Laker Nation. So.
Definitely. We're starting off on the 2K view, so let's get into post, Zach Timmerman. I like some of the new post physicality that we got going on in here. What's some of the updates that you'll see from the post game this year, Zach?
As you can see right there, we have some new backdowns. Every backdown has been removed from 2K14 and added to 15. New ones added to 15. You see a lot more aggressiveness in the post, quicker moves, a lot less exploits in terms of post drives and spins, which I know a lot of people like to use last year. And yeah, just overall, just tighter responsiveness and more balance.
You can see some of those new signature drive ups. Here comes Kobe.
We didn't get
nice D, Ronnie.
we didn't get Jesse's prediction on this game. Jesse?
Jesse Bean.
I'm going to go ahead and stick with Chris. I think he's been working on his timing a little bit last night, and I think it's going to push him over the edge today.
Are you sick?
Who? Oh, Jesse Bean.
No one shared the same mic.
I think it's going to be a tie.
All right.
Nice board. Question's going to be, is he going to try to move the ball around, or is it going to be ISO Kobe this entire game?
Can we talk about your guys' various
Bad pass.
roles on the team and like how it's impacted this year's game?
Wow.
Tasty. D Rose getting up, looking very healthy. No, I'm sorry. Talk about what you guys feel is different on from 14. Mike.
Let's start from the shortest to tallest again. I think that worked out well.
I guess that works for me.
He makes the game feel good, everyone.
That's
What does that mean, Jers?
I wanted to
What
expand
does
on
that
that,
mean?
actually.
Yeah, why don't you
I'm
and
pretty
do
sure
it in
that
rhyme.
was kind of a
yeah, I
big
thought you were doing it in
statement.
rhyme.
Give us some bars. Give us four.
That comes later. You guys have to wait for that. So this year, a lot of focus went into defensive movement.
Ooh.
And the one thing that you're really going to notice immediately right off the bat once you pick up the game is how responsive it is. It just, the controls, it's respecting all your controls, like left and right movement, shuffling, stops, cuts. Just right off the bat, it just feels smooth, and it's completely new defensive
bad
system.
pass.
You can't be doing that.
I got excited. I saw Kobe on the break.
Oh
All
my
right, here we go.
God.
We got Kobe on a breakaway. Kobe!
Oh, I should have
Almost
got
got
that
it.
one. I almost got that
Some of that
block.
nice. But there's
use that
something last
stick.
year you saw a lot of chase down blocks. I know a lot of people had some criticism about the amount of chase down blocks you have. You can still get those, but it's definitely more
Yeah, but it was-
situational.
a lot of balance tuning went into that, and we felt like good blockers really need to come out more in the game, and if guys that aren't really well known as blockers, like they will miss more often than not.
Do we have it? I'm gonna pause this. I think we need to. Yeah, we are on Superstar Sim.
No, he's already making excuses.
No excuses. Just making sure. Superstar Sim, of course, is important because that's what you're gonna see online.
Zach, can you talk about the badge system a little bit?
Yes, I am the Great Badge Bambino. We have 77 badges in the game this year. There's no limit to the amount of badges that a single player can have. One of the big differences this year is that. What?
No, go ahead.
One of the big differences this year is that
Hey, Zach.
other than the fact that a player can have as many badges as we have, other than the ones that are conflicting, you can have a bronze, a silver, or a gold. You're not limited to just the gold version like you were last year. So you'll notice throughout the game, if one of these guys wants to press up on the D-pad,
Right there.
we have a HUD up there that will show you stats. It'll also show you the skills of players, whether you're on offense or defense. And then when a badge fires off successfully, you'll see it pop down from the bottom. It's a lot more expansive this year. A lot of cool stuff. We're pretty excited about badges.
It's awesome.
I am not excited about Jeremy Lin and
so
Steve Nash
serious.
on Derrick Rose. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that
that's a serious mismatch. I'm not gonna overly exploit it,
Oh,
but
was that
it's,
badge that
it's
just
kind of
popped
hard
up?
not to dash pass.
much. Good D.
Did you make up that just now?
I like it.
What was that badge that
like
just
it.
popped up
That's
just now on Jalen? I wasn't paying attention. Look, who's running plays?
Oh,
Dunleavy is just letting me down. I gotta get Dougie McBuckets in.
Jesse, your thoughts so far in the game?
Actually, I have a lot of thoughts, but I think we'll all be more
Kobe.
curious what your thoughts are. Scott.
I can't handle
I'm
this.
done. I can't do it.
I am just
For
missing.
those who don't
open
understand,
shots that-
Jesse loves to be on camera, right, Jess?
I do love to be on camera. Do you love to be on camera, Mike?
I agree.
All right, first time out. So something that I know a lot of people are excited about. We have cheerleaders in the game this year. Full dance routine mocaps.
No one's more excited than you, Chris.
I am very excited
Oh,
about
buddy.
this.
You're
I have
gonna
to
get,
correct you
you're
on
gonna
that.
get in
They're
trouble
called
with life.
dancers.
Dancers.
Prefer
Okay,
to be called
dancers.
dancers.
Another thing that I think a lot of people are excited about, not only are points of emphasis returning, we got some new options there, but the individual defensive settings. If you guys want to talk about this, I know a lot of people were excited when we started, revealing these, but this is going to kind of change the way people play defense in NBA 2K.
It was something we had.
Fly through them real quick, Ronnie.
Yeah,
he's
fly
on
through them
those.
below. Yeah.
I'm on,
so it's something we had
I'm
in the
on the
game
points of
in years
emphasis right now.
past. We brought it back this year. A lot of the hardcore users really like to have total control over what every single player does. So yeah, you can determine how you guard every player, with pressure on and off the ball, where you force them, how you handle screens and hedges, how you guard them in the post, and as well, and also how you handle double teams both on the post and the perimeter. I don't know if you want to get into some of the options that we have also, Scott.
Yeah, thanks. It's one of the settings for the hardcore guys that you would see out there is ice. So, called ice or otherwise known as, down or baseline. So that means that you can force side pick and rolls to the baseline. It's a nice touch. Very glad it's, very happy it's in there. Oh, that's a nice block.
Collision animation. That was
Is that
cool.
Davis?
Last year that was automatic.
Davis with the block. Oh, got him. Got him, coach. Keep
Where's
it
the D,
moving.
Ronnie?
Here we go.
I don't know.
We're known for our defense.
I apologize.
Chicago.
Reaching.
That's the only guy
He
he
kinda
has to
broke
worry
me
about on
down
the
there.
Lakers, though, to be fair. I got to worry about D. Rose.
Oh, good D.
Still that
Get it
one.
up. Swaggy.
Swaggy P.
Swaggy.
Oh, trying
that
to
is
get
what
you
Doing too
Swaggy
much.
do.
Doing
He's getting
too
too
much.
stiff.
That's typical Swaggy there.
Oh, right there. Hit him again. Hit him again.
So talk about
Oh,
that.
Hezzy to the first step.
Just like real life.
Jeff, you want to talk about the flashy dunk button?
On command, you can actually ask for a flashy dunk by pulling the right stick away from the rim.
That's what he did there.
That is
I
what
did do
Chris
it.
did, and it ruined his dunk in this case because Ronnie was trailing fast behind.
I'm definitely
How many
blaming.
dunks were added this year, Jesse?
Oh!
Somewhere between 200 and 300. We're not really sure.
Look
Who's
down,
the
look
best
down.
dunker that's ever come through mocap?
My rebounded, hands down, He's the best dunker. I think
Remix.
we've had.
Shout out.
Doug
we-
Anderson was also awesome. G. Smith. Chris Staples.
Name them all.
They were all
Come on,
great.
Kobe, give me a foul, ref.
I think Myrie's the
Gotta
best.
be one now.
Myrie actually came in here 2K8 to first do dunks for us, and he's still doing it, and he's still throwing down like he did when he was. How long ago was that? I don't know. He was young, and he's still young, but crazy hops. Just
Ronnie,
like
come on, you gonna win this?
stuff.
That was an
Sorry.
impressive first quarter.
I couldn't
Different
get
than what
anything
we've
going.
seen of late.
What are your thoughts, Mike?
I think that Ronnie's not really hitting his shots. He's got a lot of
I've had a
open
couple
looks
open looks.
that they're just not dropping so far.
Right.
I'm feeling good about my Chris prediction. Kobe's really dominating the first quarter. We'll see if he can continue to do it throughout the game, because as he jacks up more shots, we might see a dip in those in the field goal percentage. So we'll have to see.
You guys change the camera?
Yeah, sure.
Give the users a different look?
Let's let's go with broadcast next.
I think something I'd like to see, or we need to get the fans' opinions on, is this Melo rating. Melo, Paul George, our man Mike Stoff here has been taking some heat.
Oh, where's my D?
So would you like to explain?
Thank
Some of
God.
those
I was about to
ratings.
say, how was only a 2?
Shooters
Rim
roll.
action.
Definitely. So we released the top 10 players
Walking the dog
in
is back
NBA
as well.
2K15. We had
And that was a terrible walk on the
LeBron
dog.
first with a 98 overall, Kevin Durant with a
Oh.
95, Chris Paul with a 91, Tim Duncan
Go strong. What are you doing?
and then that
Out the
rounded out
lane.
the top 4, and
Come on.
Carmelo Anthony was 5th overall with a
I gotta get
88
some
rating.
rebounds.
A lot of people were wondering why he wasn't in the 90s, and if you see this year, the new rating system really puts an emphasis on all-around player performance. So, although Melo's improved his defense in the past year and even had better assist numbers than years past, he still has a little bit further to go to get the all-around game. Something that you'll see different in 2K15 is we have a lot of new attributes and ratings, and IQ is going to be really highly valued in not only the formula, but
Good shot, Ronnie.
in the gameplay as well. So players with higher IQ will play well in 2K, and their value to the team's a little higher, just like it is in real life. So those of you guys asking about Tim Duncan at a 90, he has elite IQ. I can't really knock him there, and he rates well in the formula. But if you play with him in the game, he'll play like Tim Duncan in real life.
Are you trying to say Carmelo doesn't have a high IQ?
In certain aspects of the game, he can improve his IQ. I think he has a high basketball IQ, but I wouldn't call it elite. But that's subjective, and that's one of those ratings that if you feel like he has a better IQ, you can
Reaching.
yourself.
He was reaching.
No, computer reach?
That was
He's
computer.
probably watching right now, just so you know.
Absolutely. Syracuse 15, as I like to call him. 24 jab steps and a 15-foot pull-up, baby. Win your national championship.
right.
Best individual performances
That's
I've ever
going
seen.
down.
There you go, Ronnie.
Jesse, do you agree?
I'm getting
I
all these
definitely
like 2s on the foot within the 3-point line. Not good. Hopefully those points don't cost me.
Oh,
Nice man.
$1 million
finish.
move, 10-cent finish.
You know?
We don't like those. You gotta finish.
I wanted to be
Now,
flashy. I
I
wanted to be flashy.
actually like that, because this is something new this year. You can
He
actually
he
stop
bumped
the
me.
guy that's going to jump up.
This
and
is something
catch the
new.
rebound.
You can stop alley-oops. What are you saying, man?
No, I'm just saying, it's a little bit easier.
Yeah,
to get the
last
guy
year,
up
okay, last year alley-oops
there.
were a bit
Come
of a
on,
problem.
Swaggy! Oh, I hate Nick Young.
We redid all the alley-oop defense. Tip for the users out there,
Come
if you
to
can
me,
cut off
come
the
to me.
receiver on the floor, then he won't blast through you like last year. You can also intercept the passes and knock him down a lot easier too. So
Oh,
Great
tip it
touch.
in.
we
I know he doesn't have
I think we
that.
did a good job of anti-cheesing
up.
this game. So let's name all the cheeses
Nick Young.
Dairy-free, for sure.
that we
Yeah,
all the
absolutely.
cheese that's no longer there.
You really have to work for everything in this game.
Charged cheese.
Eliminated.
Charged cheese gone.
Actually, we should
1-3-1
showcase
cheese
that.
is definitely gone. I know there was some talk in the forums about it. We spoke to over 80% of the coaches in the league, and they don't use it, so we're not going to use it.
I gotta ask you about that. You guys spent a lot of time about Doc Rivers. So that's something that we haven't talked about a lot in our marketing stuff. But how was that? Like, what did you guys learn from him?
Oh, what do we? Yeah, Doc
I
Rivers.
mean, what did you not learn from him? I guess
He,
is really
you
the
know, we
question.
could have sat there. I speak for us. We could have sat there probably for 3 days straight and just ate up everything he's soaked in. Everything he talks about, everything
Yeah.
he says is just spewing knowledge.
Uh-huh.
So just an amazing coach. We learned a lot of stuff. Scott, you talk about some of the X's and O's we talked about.
Yeah,
though.
some of the X's and O's that we talked
No
about
stopping
were,
there.
God, he treated us like we were his own teammates, basically. He talked to us about how he adjusted.
And he said he's going to take us out to dinner.
Absolutely, we
That's
got to hold him
awesome.
to that. How he had, he adapted to Kobe in 2010. So he had this one scheme that he wanted to play, and it was force everybody baseline, baseline, baseline. But anytime Kobe caught it on the elbow or that pinch post, it was to force him middle, to send him to Kendrick Perkins or Rashid. Very just interesting stories on the difference between 2008, 2010. How he's adjusting with Rondo to CP3. Those are some interesting stories.
Yep. We asked him who we thought the highest IQ guys were and how
Who
he
were
had to
some of
coach
those
guys
guys?
differently.
And how do you separate those guys, right?
We
And,
probably
like,
shouldn't
what does it
tell
bring?
people what he said, but between Rondo and Chris Paul, he had some really good things to say. It took him a long time to answer that question
Absolutely.
of who was the higher IQ point guard.
Yes.
The dev team's secrets never divulged. No, that's very awesome.
He was phenomenal.
But how does taking that knowledge and then implementing into some of the stuff you're already doing for
Yeah.
NBA 2K in the series, how valuable is that to talk to these championship caliber coaches like that and really pick their brain?
Well, I think how many coaches have championships? Apparently 3, 4 maybe, I think, that are current head coaches that have NBA rings.
Yeah,
So
so many.
getting, his experience and just hearing his stories and how he makes, situational adjustments, that's what's big for us going forward.
Well, they also do a lot with analytics, and that's something that we are always doing, right? Trying to figure out from stats, from different scouting reports, how can we make the game more realistic and how can we adjust? How can our defense adjust?
Oh, another alley.
Now, what was there?
That was
So you
Laker
can stop
basketball, baby.
alleys, but you guys still gotta do it. It's not automatic.
Absolutely.
Right. But that was a good angle right there.
That was actually
The
a decent
Lakers
alley
do have
defense.
some high flyers, though. Wesley Johnson can throw it down. I'm going to throw it up to Wesley.
I'll let Mike and Zach talk about some of the IQs that are in NBA
Shot.
2K15, but how we've translated those, especially on the defensive end. You'll see guys be more aware of situations as far as pick and roll and rotation. So you'll see probably with Ronnie as maybe Noah's going to be more aware of pick and roll as compared to Ryan Kelly or this Lakers defense that I suspect won't be very good this year. So, yeah. Mike, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So on defense, we kind of broke it down to a couple different IQ ratings. Where as years past, it was just an on-ball defensive rating and a post rating. This year we have pick and roll defense IQ. We have help
Fundamental.
Come on,
defense
Jordan
IQ, post defense IQ, pass perception, which is another IQ rating, as well as on-ball defense IQ.
No, I'm just enjoying the knowledge.
Oh, thanks. On offense, we have shot IQ, we have pass accuracy, pass vision. So a lot of different ways that we broke down the ratings this year, and it really should help, add more different layers to players. Especially, you might have a good defender, but maybe he excels at a part of the game that the ratings in the years past didn't
I thought I had him.
necessarily illustrate. But this year it should be a little bit better. Someone who's often brought up is James Harden. So this year we have the help defense IQ, we have the pass perception, we have pick and roll. So
No, don't try
Kobe
to
doesn't know
dunk
that.
on 3 guys.
It's like 40 years
Oh,
ago.
Kobe would have definitely knocked that down.
Well, you see, I'm trying to come up there in the lane. You're going to get bumped out. You're not going to make every driving. Even when you have the lane, I've noticed in this game, you really.
Yeah, that was a concern.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, Mike. That was a concern that people thought that going to the rim there'd be a lot of canned dunks or unstoppable
No,
dunks.
definitely not.
But you saw there, if you try and dunk through traffic, you'll see a lot of that kind of action. A lot of just missed dunks, flub dunks, slip outs, spraying dunks all over the place. So you gotta be careful. No, don't hesitate.
Kobe, what are you doing?
That's going down. That's going. 3,
Get it!
2.
You got a block on Kobe. I have to
One.
give you a high five for that.
Close game.
Ronnie made quite the comeback
I
there.
really
Little
wanted that
5-0 run
pumpkin
second
over there.
quarter.
If I make some of my open shots, I got this. I'm not making open shots right now. It's only a matter of time.
Coach Tibbs.
First half of basketball, and how do you want to adjust during the second half?
Well, I think we stayed patient. We started doing a better job defensively. Then we got the ball moving a little bit. You got to move their defense around, get their size out of the lane, and then look to attack. But I like to see us run and get some easy baskets.
I like that there's a lot more body language there this year.
Yep.
It's very cool. And
The cheerleaders too.
and yeah, if your career If your career does well, if your career guy does well as well, and once you gain some notoriety, you can also get interviewed by Doris too, which is different
That's
and,
very
and pretty
cool.
awesome.
More immersion this year. We've been talking about the level of authenticity in the
Get
game
the
of
turnovers
basketball.
down.
It's amazing to me, you know, hair physics, armpit hair. That's something we haven't talked about.
buddy.
We definitely have to see some up-close armpit hair for you guys to see the really
This is a special
prowess of
subject.
next gen.
Again,
And-
for Mike Stoffer.
And because of us, and Ronnie, you should tell this story, we gave this guy a really hard day at work one day where you were actually Googling armpit hair,
Yeah,
making sure that it was the right length on everybody, right?
yes, one day, one dark day, there was,
Dark day.
there was the revelation that not all players in the league have armpit hair. So that was pointed out on Twitter. We decided.
Marcin Gortat,
Yeah,
right?
Marcin Gortat was
I
one.
sent that to Jeff and
Does not have
Poncio.
He does not have pit hair.
It's shaved or it's just.
You know, I didn't get a
What
chance
camera
to
are we
ask
right
him
now?
about that, but I just
Oh, we're
know it's
Beluba.
not there. Dirk's another one that has very, very subtle amount of armpit hair, very low.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Nice done.
Come on, Boozer, step up! You can't do
He
this
ran
to
away.
everybody.
That's real life right there.
There's your defensive IQ.
That's the Boozer the Bulls fan.
We
you go.
got a rough season ahead of us,
Help
Scott.
D.
Speaking of Bulls fans, and it's kind of crazy, we're playing the two returns. We're playing Kobe and D Rose, and then we're playing Gasol and Boozer, the guys that have switched teams.
Are we in
Kinda
Beluba
awesome.
cam right now?
Yes, we are.
Is this, Mike, is this Beluba 2.0?
Beluba 2.0, it's, yeah, you know what? I want to spend some more time with this for 16, actually.
What are some of the things you like about this camera as opposed to, like, you know, a broadcast view?
Yeah, for me, it's about getting into the action more. So when you can zoom in a little bit more when you're close
Got a hand up.
in actions in the paint, so you feel like you're
Active
more part of the
hands.
action, I think.
Thank you.
Plus, it's nice to see the visuals.
True.
They're pretty.
Trying to do the best I can with Kobe. I mean, he's going to get his, but I just want to make sure nobody else gets theirs and make
But
the
you got
shots
two,
as
you
difficult
got
as
two
possible.
hands up on the. Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh, the backcourt
Oh,
D.
now you got you out of position.
Nice
jumper.
pull up at 15. Oh,
Go for that,
Gasol.
pal.
I was going.
Us
I'm
at the Laker
jumping.
Nation, we are going to miss
I think I'm
Pau
at a
Gasol.
pump fake.
Yes, we
I
are.
don't think, you know,
Yes, we are.
he's...
Early
gosh, I'm
timeout.
gonna miss
He's
that
going
guy.
to help Chicago in those possessions where they need to slow it down, and when it gets nitty and gritty, especially in playoff series, he's going to help Chicago so
He's
much.
definitely somebody they can throw it down
So,
to.
real quick, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick. We have a gigantic announcement tomorrow. There's been a lot of speculation about the end of the Momentous trailer and, you know, what all of that might mean. Tomorrow, we're finally revealing that. But we're not only are we revealing that, we're talking about an unannounced feature that nobody has even fathomed yet. So tomorrow's going to be a very, very exciting day. So if you guys are tuning in, you definitely want to pay attention
And in
tomorrow.
fact, you're wearing kind of a cool shirt if you want to.
Thank you very much. Oh, yes.
Your
Your
shirt. I don't know where
shirt's
this
pretty
is
cool,
going,
too.
But we're gonna talk about this.
I have that shirt.
You might notice our shirts here. We're
Do you know
gonna
what it
I have
means?
two of
more
those
to
shirts.
talk
Do you know what
about
it
with
means,
the
Mike?
shirts.
You should tell everyone on our broadcast.
I think I've worn it like every other video I've done this year.
I know.
There you
I
go.
wore them on so many. Like I wore them during the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, and nobody really even noticed. And I was very sad about that.
How about if you can predict the winner of this game?
Uh-huh.
You
not
send
again.
that shirt
This
to
one I'm
that
wearing
happy
right now.
fan.
Set that thing up.
The one you're wearing, but you got to take it off on camera and just like, this
On
is your
camera,
shirt.
No, I'm not taking it off. Ain't nobody wants to see that.
Well, let's go back to the armpit hair. I found that interesting. What are the different types of armpit hair that are in the game, Mike? Because I never really studied it
Are
and
we
looked
talking
at
about
it as
my
much as
armpit hair
you.
right now?
Some players' pit hair is a little more curly than others. Some,
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look, there's armpit hair.
They call that. They call that.
That was a foul.
They call that with the body.
On the body here.
Superstar call.
That's a superstar call.
So
for
curly.
some of it looks like it may be conditioned, like in the shower, they apply the conditioner. Pit hair, it just kind of
sure. You are the armpit hair expert. Like, you're welcome.
Maybe we should.
He's the pit guru.
He's the pit guru. and
Maybe we should look at
the pit
replay
guru.
of that free throw and zoom in on Kobe's pit hair. No? You guys want to do
I
that?
Next-
feel like
next free
I
throw
bring
we
a
will.
lot more to the table than the armpit hair, but I,
No, I tried to bounce past that. That was-
Hey, tell the kids how it's been being part of the dev team over there, Mike.
it's an awesome experience. It's so much fun coming into work every day and doing something that you're affecting a lot of people.
Are you going
and
to score with
you
anyone
love
else,
doing
by the
it,
way,
so-
Chris?
No, absolutely not.
God, he is so afraid.
This is the Lakers this year. Scott, help me out, man. Got a lot of Kobe in.
I mean, he is just, that's the only guy he's scoring with.
Good.
You have Derrick Rose
Oh,
against
that's-
Joey
that's a
Witness
big-
today.
Hey, my prediction's
mean,
coming true.
I know we mentioned
We're
him
tied up.
earlier, but Big Czar, who's been working on the offense for us this year, I mean, you can see like spacing,
Yep,
is
spacing.
phenomenal. I know he's talked about, if you guys saw his video last week on the Spurs swing motion offense.
I guess that's why you don't pass.
There's a
to
lot of stuff
anybody.
that's coming with that, so we're excited about that. On top of that, we were pretty frustrated, I guess, that I'm glad that we could get to it as far as, you know, even defense. Last year there was...
Oh, my bad. I pressed it too early. I'm sorry.
What? That's not
Did
a
they
good
give me a
shot.
bailout? No.
No.
Loose ball.
Come on, Boozer, do
That was
something.
horrible.
He's not known for his leaning fades.
On defense, last year you saw a lot of just
This is a
what we
low
call them,
scoring game,
schematic
by the way.
mistakes, we would say, Jesse.
Oh, bad pass.
So, you know, for
I
example,
gotta get behind the back. Good D,
one,
though.
yeah,
Push it
bad
up.
rotations, lack of rotations.
Oh,
There's another case of doing
outta
something
here.
out of the
I
repertoire.
got punished for trying to dunk with him.
Can I change my
Are you
pick?
kidding me? That's the third
You
time.
gotta wait for
It's a
your
tie
screens.
game.
You gotta wait for your screens. He's going
is
fast.
cheese.
He's going too fast.
Slow down.
I can't believe this game is tied. You should be destroying me with the mistakes I make in this quarter.
Dougie McBuckets isn't gonna be.
Here's a mistake. Kobe.
Oh, that's not a good shot. That's you're forcing here.
It's a heat check.
Can somebody not throw a moving screen? That would be nice.
Oh, coming up, pulling.
Oh, get a rebound.
Gotta get on the glass.
Let's reset this. We gotta slow it down. Why not? We'll play off ball.
Where are we going?
What? ISO with Dougie. I'm out of here.
Pull it right there.
Oh, the Sim Nation is just, they don't know what to do with themselves right now.
That was
An
the-
offensive three in the key.
That was
They're
the
looking
worst
around
possession
like
in
I just want
history
to
back then.
shout out to Jersey Made, Big Kev, the Iron Sheik, big fans of the 2K franchise. They're just wondering why there's no play calling. Okay, here we go. Got a little pin down for Kobe and he misses him. Come on, LT. He was right there.
There's a lot of bashing going on right now.
Oh, Julius.
Julius
That's
is
not his
ready.
game.
Oh my God.
That's not his game.
This
can't
quarter
be
is
doing
just
it.
completely falling
No,
apart.
no,
You know?
no. We're gonna
So,
stay with it.
take a time out, regroup. Everyone just regroup.
Everybody needs to breathe. If he throws another moving screen,
Good, nice little jump out there. Maybe could have switched guard to guard. Decided not to. Drive and kick last year. That would have been the most cheddar move of all time. The one pass away. You don't know why he was helping. Good.
we have not scored in a good, 3 minutes.
Nice transition defense.
Let's
That's
just
been
score with
improved.
Kobe. How about that?
There we
Nice
go.
finish.
The ice is too
Swag with
early.
heat coming down and hitting a shot.
Are you still going to change your pick?
I think I might. I don't know. I'm kind of wishy-washy right now.
The other thing,
Mike, yeah, who did you
Yeah,
take?
I said it was going to be a tie. I'm pretty sure. I'm confident with
nice
that
shot.
one.
Nice shot. You know, my high school math
Tie.
teacher's dad was best friends
Time.
with Kurt Heinrich.
My high school's math teacher's dad.
Yeah.
I met Kurt's agent.
Oh yeah.
She's
Really?
also Steph's agent.
Very
And she's probably the coolest person. I wish I knew her name. I'd give her a shout out. She's probably one of the coolest people I've ever met. And she gives us a ride to the airport.
That's good.
Speaking of
Yeah,
Kurt
what-
Heinrich, he
Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this?
I just love me some Kirk Heinrich, that's all. He's from Iowa. I'm from Iowa. He did decommit from Iowa State, which is a little disappointing.
He's actually one of my favorite Bulls. Jesse, what do you think of Kirk Heinrich?
I think a lot of great things about Kirk Heinrich. What do you think, Mike?
He is one of Jesse's favorite players.
I actually think you guys play very similarly in real life.
IQ.
I'm getting really tired of this.
Something I want to point out is that you
I
notice.
did not
gotta
move
wait
that
till
Hold
time.
up,
That time
hold
I
up
did
here.
not move.
Is that both of these guys are playing on-ball defense. It's a big shout out to Jerson and the crew and everybody that is
Because
helping out.
It's
Jerson
way
makes the game
tighter.
feel-
It's way tighter.
And he makes it feel really good.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing that I want to say is,
Feels so good.
It feels so good,
we
right,
looked
Chris?
at a lot of.
Chris is missing this.
Feels very good. But look at the physicality of.
No, it doesn't feel very good. It feels so
This is
good.
really creeping me out.
Was that
One
last
thing,
year
one
so
thing that we
good,
wanna
Chris?
show, though-
How do the controls feel this year, Chris?
Look at the,
So,
look at
so
the
what kind of
hair.
pit hair would you say he has?
That's
That's solid. That's like your standard typical pit hair.
There you go.
Is it standard?
A little bit
That
of
doesn't look
straight, a
standard.
little
Mine
bit of
doesn't look
curly.
like that.
I'll have to ask Swaggy P if that's accurate.
But one thing I want to say about last year versus this year is you saw a lot of people play off-ball defense. I think you're going to see a lot more people play on-ball defense.
For sure.
The defense this year it's really, really improved. And you do feel like you can make a difference on the defensive end more
Unless
than
you're
ever.
Nash.
Well, unless you're Steve Nash, but he gets a rebound.
There it is. Another defensive attribute we hadn't talked about yet is lateral quickness. So that's new for this year. So you'll really
And the pit hair. The
and
pit
punch.
hair. Just got to point out the pit hair.
But the lateral quickness will definitely make an impact on
Yes.
defense. And you'll feel it with an older player like Nash, who
I had
maybe has
completely
lost a step
fallen apart this
compared
quarter.
to a guy like one of an elite athlete.
I split the double team. I was like, oh.
Yeah, just to expand on the
The rampway
attributes
is
for defensive
open.
movement. Basically, lateral quickness controls how fast he moves in a shuffle, and quickness controls how explosive he is from a stand. And
all over him.
Oh, Mirotic just took
where's
that.
the shot contest there, Ronnie?
Welcome to the NBA, Nicola.
Looks like those are some salties.
You know what, Zach? I'm changing my picks too if you do. Unless Ronnie can turn things around here.
There's a lot of time left.
That was a nice move.
Yeah, collisions was something that we were focusing on for both the on-ball defender and the ball handler interaction, but also going to the paint. So one of the best shoots we had this year is when we brought in, who was it, Mike, and who else was there that day? When we brought in, when we did the hard fouls, the collisions?
Oh yeah, Mike Bowen.
Camera, you want?
Go to 2K, I guess.
Yeah, Elliot.
People probably want that.
Elliot
thing.
Wood. Oh, and Brandon Miller. Yeah, and they just bashed each other, man. They were not afraid of severe contact. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, so a lot of hard fouls this year.
You can see them.
Collisions everywhere.
Bad pass. You see him right there.
And
D-Rose.
to calm some fears, do you guys feel you're getting stuck in any animations at all?
Not at all.
So I think we did a good job of.
How do you play in these conditions?
I think we did.
6-point game. You're all right, Ronnie.
No,
you
I'm
got
okay.
this.
I'm okay. I'm getting harassed by a masked man at the moment. Are you kidding me?
It's a shot.
Are,
That is
wow.
Booz with the Fade Ace badge, gold. If you saw that up there in the top right,
That's the only thing he's got that's
right
gold.
as he dismisses the HUD.
One thing about the animations, though, I mean, anything that I think people had feedback on from last year, it feels completely new this year. You guys did such a great job of addressing all the issues maybe people had problems with, or some criticisms of certain gameplay aspects.
Slow layups around the rim, those are all gone.
Yep.
The nice and quick. Yeah, just you're not stuck in stuff, and that's something that people wanted fixed.
It's amazing.
Let's talk about some of the other cheese that we removed in the game this year.
Let's do a charge.
Zigzag
actually.
cheese is gone.
Zigzag cheese gone. Post spin, post drive cheese is gone.
If I try to do a quick draw charge. Well,
Charge
Ronnie's not gonna
cheese.
run it. Ron is just gonna,
Oh, with the flashy dunk
Oh,
attempt.
was I trying to? I'm sorry. Was I supposed to go take a charge there? I wasn't even paying attention.
Ronnie down 8.
One thing I also like about the shot feedback, you're going to see right under Nick Young's feet, the shot feedback stays with you as you run down the court. So that's really cool for people that maybe are trying to understand new releases, or if you're new to the series and you're trying to figure out, nice,
take a
foul,
D.
that's good.
Get in there.
But I really like how you guys kept that feedback there when you run down the court, because it really keeps your eyes, on the release points if you're looking at that.
Yeah,
or the
it's
feedback.
it's better than, for me at least, it's better than the grades, the slightly
I
early
agree.
thing, because you can actually see just how off you are, and it's really great if you're playing with teams you're not familiar with or players you're not familiar with. And
We
I
haven't
like
been
it.
on the line
And
very
people,
much
you know
this
what,
game,
you
by the
don't.
way.
A lot of people are thinking like, oh, I have to stare at this meter all the time. That's totally not true. I don't even look at it anymore. I look at it maybe for a hint, corner of my eye to see where I'm at, but for the most part, you can just look at the animations like you always have and be successful. So, shimmy
That's
shot.
the hope.
Oh,
Guessing the wrong way, Ronnie.
No, my double cam.
Double can, I spun around it.
He blames it on something
You're also
else.
going to see
No,
the
I'm just
crowd.
saying
We
my
haven't
double
really
cam.
talked about the crowd yet, but the new crowd the crowd's amazing because they really have peaks and valleys, and you'll see them get excited in close games. And Staples Center's a little blasé. I've been to a couple Laker games in my life.
Feels so good. They look so good too.
so good.
Oh, before the stream is over, shout out to Shady, big fan.
Shout out to our entire community. We have such an incredible amount of people that really do just immense amounts of work in terms of content, and it's really fun to be a part of.
That was going to be
and work
another
with
moving
those
screen. I was going to lose my mind.
guys. Nice pass.
That's Dunleavy. That's Dunleavy.
Yeah, you can't do that down there.
He caught.
Slow down,
I think I got it to him a little bit late.
Now, let's talk
What's
about
some
some
plays,
of the new.
Chris?
Let's talk about some of the new ways you can post pass it right into the post. The pass mechanics into the post, Zach. I know you're...
A variety.
Can I make a shot?
Mechanics.
Are you kidding me?
Choose your pass release time. You can choose from a bounce pass, a lob, an overhead pass, a flash pass.
I must be shooting like 20% in the second half.
So if you want to guarantee you're going to get a specific type of pass, then you want to use those mechanics rather than the standard A button.
You mean cross button?
I thought I was going to fade off of you, but he ran right around me.
For PS4 users. Jesse's an Xbox guy.
What is your gamer tag?
What's your gamer tag?
Oh, everyone please follow at jbean20. Was that what it is?
Yes. Yes, a lot of insightful tweets.
He's in these
Very-
tweets right now.
He'll
Yeah.
probably, if he gets enough followers today, he might release some locker codes.
Oh, love them locker codes by
Please don't throw in a
JB.
locker code.
Some diamonds.
If he gets 100 new followers today, I just set a Venmo. I'll Venmo $1 to the 100th follower of Jesse Bean.
What is Venmo?
JBean20.
That's quite the prize.
That's, I completely agree.
You can get that dollar. It could be yours. Venmo dollar.
Big Kev just wants to see plays right now. And yeah, we need some plays. We need a good set.
Go strong. Go
Gotta
strong.
oh,
Noah!
man.
No call?
Yeah, where's
Not
my
hit.
call?
Stamina's definitely seen some work this year. Jesse?
Yeah, definitely. It feels a lot better. How does it feel to you, though, Scott? Have you had any experience with it?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he's kicking out. Tray ball.
That was a good pass.
Oh.
Hey, speaking of fatigue, there's two types of fatigue. There's
Free
shooter
rolls, man,
fatigue
these
that's
nuts are on my side
been
today.
added, and there's
This is
also
ridiculous.
contact shot fatigue. It's okay, Ronnie.
What is that foul?
Frustration.
Frustration instead of...
Frustration.
Yes.
You're not going to be able to get through a game without playing with your bench players.
Yeah, you
and-
can't do the thing where you take J.R. Smith and shoot, 40 shots a
It'll
game
definitely hurt your...
and be successful.
So what happens if a player...
Success ratio on the shot
What's
meter, right?
happening? What happens if one player says, "Okay, I'm going to go into this game. I'm going to use Kobe every time down the corner and start shooting with him." Shooter's fatigue is
Yeah.
something new this
Yeah,
year,
it'll
right?
kick in. It'll kick. Based on real life stats, we look at their real life FGAs and see how many shots he can put up in real life, and then we match that to our game. So if he takes too many shots, it goes way over what he's normally taking, then he starts to very quickly degrade his shot percentages.
Where
So-
was the foul there?
We're in the bonus, ladies and gentlemen.
Hacker?
The CPU just reached... This is ridiculous. I didn't hack. That wasn't user.
Mike, keep going on the,
What was I
the
talking
volume
about?
shooters.
Oh, volume shooters. Yeah, so volume shooters can shoot more, shoot more volumes.
Volumes.
Volumes
Nero
of
has
shots.
that warm icon too.
But shot fatigue going to the paint's actually different. So
Insane.
contact shot fatigue is different. So guys who are stronger, they can go to the rim more over time and be more successful. But the weaker guys, after a few times going in, they're gonna struggle to finish layups, which is what you're probably seeing with some of these guys.
Shot is
Oh, and he didn't take advantage.
Jalen's cold. That's what those little rings are. Jesse, can you explain the rings under their feet?
That's the new hot and cold streak system that tells you the guy is warm. If he's warm, he'll have one ring. If he's hot, he'll have two rings.
Oh,
And
shoot.
the same for cold. You take
I
the
did
mic
not
back
mean to do that.
Whenever you're ready. If you have anything to add, feel free. Or just leave them there for the remainder of the game.
Oh,
Get a
good
lot of good
steal.
thoughts this way, guys.
Are you kidding me?
What was that?
Ryan,
pass?
come on.
I...
So
You got to stop the ball. First and foremost, number one rule, stop the ball.
Absolutely. Number 2, no sportsmanship whatsoever. Here we go again. We're going with flaws late in the game, going to the crib. It's just, what are we doing? Online guy probably taps at this moment. It's that.
I haven't made
it's
a
that
shot in the
quit.
second half at all.
Oh, jeez. Oh, here we go.
Frustration
Extend-
foul.
Yeah, there you go. He needs-
Gooseneck. Gooseneck.
I think it's important to note that this game can look very different based on who's playing it.
No,
So,
here's the thing.
I'm just throwing
though.
that out there.
Here's the thing.
I'm not
though.
saying
we
anything.
we are slowing it down, not necessarily playing our style I think Ronnie and I like to do a little bit more of an up-tempo style, but really showcasing some of the new stuff in the game this year.
It's nice though, because you can play an up-style game.
Yeah.
You can slow it down. You can run plays. It looks very different when Czar plays.
So I'd like to change my pick, if I can. Is that too late?
I did too. I already changed mine.
I was way off.
Surprisingly, this didn't have any type of late game decision, going into it. This was out of hand early. It's third quarter.
Some of these
Yeah,
new,
yeah.
I don't know what to say. I couldn't make a shot.
Ronnie beat me by about 23 when we were sitting in this
I
room
can't
last
believe
night,
that.
so
I got nothing to say.
That's weird. You guys usually have close games too.
Yeah.
The last two then
That was a
have been blowouts.
And Kobe has a 89 rating.
Yes.
89 rating.
89.
Kobe has an 89 rating.
Explain. Explain yourself.
Kobe's 89 rating. He,
Give it up. Give it up, baby.
maybe not. I gotta get closer to my mouth here. Okay, Kobe's 89
That's what she said.
rating.
That's
Come
what
on,
she
guys.
said.
I can't even focus now. Kobe's 89 rating. Last year he was kind of a shell of himself in his 6 games that he played. I feel like that he's a very high
Cannot
IQ
believe
player.
that.
That's inarguable.
Cannot believe that.
If he's not up to his normal Kobe self, that rating might dip. If he returns to form and plays even better, he could find himself in the 90s this year too. So.
Are we doing a selfie on a live?
So it's too bad we didn't
First for everything, right?
keep that
Yeah.
comeback code in the game for you.
Yeah.
We never had comeback code.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute.
That's garbage.
Hey, man, you know that, player.
There's never been comeback code. There used to be clutch factor.